You guys want to scroll through the Bill Bert hashtag?
Oh yeah. Let's see. I'll tell you what happened to me, Bill, is you got me into looking at cars, and I think I sent it to you. I found a website that did 1991 is the height of the Jeep wagon, the Grand Wagoneer. That's the car I want. That's the car I love. 1991 is the car.
You flew commercial, so you still got money. Look at that, dude. That's 30 fucking grand you can throw to that Wagoneer. I want to live through you.
So
buy it.
So I start looking at them, and then I think now I'm weighing it. I'm looking at Icon is what Joe has. Joe has the Icon Bronco, and that guy takes it and really upgrades it. These other places simply refurbish them and get them up and running, but it's all technology that's no airbags or anything. And I start talking to my wife. I'm like, I want to get one of these. She's like, yeah, but if you drive it, like if that's your car and you get into a wreck, you're fucking dead. Like that's why we stopped making those cars, was the steering column went through your chest. Like,
no. That was like in the 1950s. Yeah, and you basically the whole car went like an accordion. You squeezed out like toothpaste at the end of the tube. That's what happened back then. And then they just kept making more and more. They've made them so safe. I learned this on that Seinfeld's Comedians in Cars, because I was like, why can't they make them all unique designs? And he basically said because they're creating in such a narrow corridor now of safety that there's only so many different designs you can have. Because like when they redid the Lincoln Continental to debut it, when they showed it, it had the suicide doors again. And I was like, I want to get that car. That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
It's going back to the one that they made from 60 to 67 to 68. And they never made it. I was like, when I asked the guy who built my truck why they didn't make it, he said it doesn't pass the safeties. There's something about if it opens up like that, the middle of the car, the frame is compromised. Yeah. Where if you got T-boned or something, I don't know what, or something, something bad would happen. So, look, there's little things you can do. So what you should do then is we talked about this, the resto mod, which is I think kind of what Joe did with the Bronco. So it looks like a late 60s, early 70s Bronco, but underneath it's, 2019, 2020, whenever he got it.
Yeah. And so I found a few people that are doing them. I'm carless right now. I can't. You're gonna
buy this thing, aren't you? Please tell me you're gonna buy it. Please.
Yeah, I'm buying it.
Please.
I'm buying it. I don't want to. There's no car I want that. There's nothing I want. You're right. Everything kind of looks alike. And
no, it does. I can't tell the difference between like a Honda, a Toyota, and blah blah blah. And then you have the higher end. The BMW, the Mercedes, and blah, blah. They have such iconic logos, though, on the cars. So, the Mercedes one is really prominent. But, like, a lot of them, when I look at them from the side, I can't tell. It's like, is that you got to be like a total fiend from. I think, maybe because I'm not in my teens and 20s, where you got all that time to sit there and look at them. But, like, a lot of the shit does look alike.
The Hyundai Genesis, I think, is an amazing fucking car. It looks exactly like the Mercedes. It's nicer inside, but so why would you buy the Mercedes when you get a Hyundai Genesis and then someone's like, well, you're driving a fucking Hyundai. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't know. All the SUVs look alike. All the mid-sized SUVs, all the sedans look alike.
That's why the Bronco's exciting. The new Bronco coming back because it just looks different.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't do more of that shit. Like, start bringing back these old.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it because stuff like that always seems to sell. How successful the Challenger is, the way they did it with the Mustang, then they did it with the Camaro. Cobra Kai is killing it.
I downloaded all the Cobra Kai on my phone to watch on the flight last night, and then fell asleep.
Oh, you didn't watch it yet?
I
just finished the second season, so I heard there's a third. Oh, we had Brett Ernst on.
I brought it up on set, and Rosario Dawson lost her shit. She's like, it is fucking amazing. And I was like, really? And I was just talking to Bill about this. Snoop's like, I gotta watch Cobra Kai. I mean, I love when something goes like that. Like, people start sharing cool shit. Like, have you watched Umbrella Academy?
No.
Oh, My daughter got me into it. I fucking love it.
And that's something just because of the name. I would be like, that sounds like some nerd sci-fi shit.
Joe's cousin wrote it. Isn't that crazy?
Whose?
Joe's.
Rogan's?
Yeah, his cousin fucking wrote it.
It's a talented.
It's amazing
family.
when you know what is amazing is talented families. Like you look at Whitney Houston, mother's Sissy Houston, cousins Dionne Warwick, and you look at all the talent in that family. Snoop is his cousin. First cousins are Ray J, Monica, the singer. Like, she was Monisha back in the day.
Moesha.
Dog.
Moesha,
not Monisha.
Isn't it Brandy? Didn't Brandy play
Is
Moesha?
it Brandy? Like, he's related to some really talented people. And then Joe's cousin is the lead singer of My Chemical Romance, writes.
I'll tell you the most talented family ever.
Who?
The Osmonds.
No.
What
Jackson.
are you talking about? There was more Osmonds than there were Jacksons.
No.
Wasn't there? I don't know.
Can you imagine being
I do, though. I do have tremendous respect for the Osmonds because they take a lot of shit. Because they were really more clean-cut, milquetoast kind of fucking thing. But they have been, like, I wanted to see Donnie Marie's last show when they were out in Vegas. Like, I got to go see that. I
would like to see Donnie Marie.
Yeah,
so,
I didn't have
Andrew,
time.
find out the most
they were at the
talented family.
Flamingo, which is the coolest place, I think.
I'd be interested in the most talented family bloodline, meaning cousins. Like the fact that, and Joe doesn't even know this cousin. He's like, yeah, I know we're related. I just don't know him. But he's the lead singer.
There's a lot like the Wayans family.
Wayans.
They like Dr. Dre was like, was it his cousin or his stepbrother was Warren G?
No, that's Snoop. No, his stepbrother.
His stepbrother was Warren
G. It's crazy.
I'll tell you what fucking freaks me out is like when you look in the Rolling Stones and it's like, yeah, Mick and Keith went to school together. It's just like, what are the fucking odds of that? Like, I get when a band is like all from the same city. But like this, I mean, I can't think of anyone on the top of my head, but there's like literally bands where, what was that band? Incubus. Like, I think they all went to the same high school. I remember one of the time they were talking about it, and I guess they got bullied a little bit when they were in high school. So they were all going like, yeah, hey, look at us now, blah, 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 just fucking around. And I was just like, how crazy that is that, like, you know, I could see one or two people maybe went to the same school, but to find that level of talent, you usually have to scour all of Southern California to find the right person. The fact that I might be wrong here, but essentially 3/4 of the whole band was like in your English class, or your history class. The lead singer, the drummer sat over there, the bass player, and fucking whatever else they got in the band.
It used to bum me out when I found out Eddie Vedder wasn't from Seattle. Like, it bummed me out that I was like, wait, he grew up in San Diego or something, and then like moved there and joined the band. And I remember being like, so he's not like from Seattle. He's like from Los Angeles. Like, that doesn't seem like he's grungy enough. I remember
he didn't have any flannels before he got there with that great San Diego weather.
He didn't, because I remember thinking that the feeling of grunge was kids that were in their house because it was raining all day, and that was the energy of grunge was that. And then I was like, wait, he surfs?
I think it was ridiculously, as always, marketed. The whole Seattle thing, the whole Seattle vibe, that whole dress, all of it was just marketed. I remember when that shit hit by like 94, you could go to the Gap and buy what Eddie Vedder wore in like even flow. You could get the flannel with like the distressed jean shorts and then the fucking
with the combat boots.
Yeah. Yeah.
I rock that look a lot, Bill. I get it from J. Crew.
Yeah, I was always mall grunge. I was more of a metal guy, but even when I did like the metal thing, like I never, dude, if I had brown or black hair and my shit grew down rather than out, I would have had long hair and I would have looked like a burnout, but I just didn't have that. So I would just go to these fucking concerts. I mean, and people be looking at them like, what is that fucking mathlete doing here? And I would be like, no, I'm doing worse in school than you guys are. My hair was I was born in the wrong decade. Like I should have been this age in the 70s. Then I would be out here with my big orange afro going nuts here.
Dude, did I tell you about the time? I hope this doesn't go to fucking bite me in the ass. By the way, I had to tell Snoop that I smoked his joint like a cigar. I was like, he's going to hear it. And I told him, I was like, yeah, man, I was running my bit about smoking his joint by myself to him to make sure there was we were clean. So,
what did he say?
He was like, yeah, you shouldn't smoke that whole thing by yourself. He's like, you got to take your time with it. Don't fucking be inhaling the whole thing.
Yeah, but you know what's funny about that, dude, is this whole thing comes full circle because we were talking about people that don't know how to smoke cigars.
Yeah.
And you're literally that guy with blunts.
Literally that guy. I was saying one time, oh man, this is a good story, but it's so. I'm just going to tell it. It's a good story. So I was in Madison, Wisconsin. I'm not going to tell it. It's a bad idea. I'm
going to pull up those hashtags so you guys can go through.
Yeah, pull up the hashtags.
Let's do the hashtags and let's we'll wrap it up here.
Yeah, wrap it up. Go see some football. Ooh, what's this?
This is from Kathleen Buckley.
Now that I'm not
married, and that's the.
Oh, that's the new Tesla.
How can somebody even sit in that thing? It just looks like your head would be crushed.
Yeah, but you know what, Bill, I'm a hypocrite because I look at that car and I look at that Tesla and I go, what the fuck? And then I'm sitting here going, how come no one's making new body lines? And Elon Musk is doing it, and here I am shitting on him.
Dude, that's the Dukes of Hazzard, 1969 Challenger, I believe. Third day owning this beast. There were tears, but we stayed married, and I got it done, boys. She's a keeper. Good for you, Aaron. If I wasn't married, what is that, a hydroplane? Yeah. Fan boat?
Oh, I'd love one of those. Oh, now you got me. This is exactly what I started doing. I started looking at motorcycles. Fuck, I started following a bunch of motorcycles.
What is that?
That is, it looks like a Fat Boy Low.
The guy's cool. A lot of cool women out there, though. The guy says, I honestly get to do a lot of cool shit, but I don't own one of these. What to get if you're not married? That's a 59 Cadillac. Four-door. That was the highest. I love, like, the tail fins in the Cadillac gradually come down through the early 60s. They gradually got higher through the 50s, and they peaked in 59. When I was married, there was none of this. Those are the V drums, maybe? What is it, electronic drum kit?
Yeah.
That's fucking cool as shit.
Oh, my God. Fucking put me on one of these. This is a houseboat, but it's a cool, almost like 50s style houseboat, but very open with glass everywhere. That is, I would live in that fucking thing and solve mysteries by night.
And pay no taxes because you're on the water.
Ain't no taxes. Start a religion. Look at that.
I'm not married, but okay, what do we got here? See, those are more modern cars.
Looks like a Mazda RX-7.
That's what I was going to guess there. Is that the other one an Acura?
Yeah, it looks like it.
That's cool. And I like that this person likes those era cars. Dude, what are the Polaris Slingshot? What is that thing classified as? I don't get how you don't have to wear a fucking helmet in that thing. You're just driving down the street. It looks like you could just leg sweep the back and the guy would just roll down the hill.
Schaub had one of those.
Snowmobiles. Polaris makes snowmobiles and jet skis.
I think those things are cool as shit.
My buddy convinced me. We were talking about buying a boat, and he was like, "What if we just got two badass jet skis, right? And you could we could go out. You can take it out. You can take a jet ski out to Catalina. You can fish on it. You can dive off it, like spearfish. You don't need a boat. And then there's this guy I follow, Brody. I think his name is Brody Moses in Australia. And all he has a boat too, but he is primarily on his jet ski. He just takes his jet ski everywhere. I'm like, fucking jet skis make sense. I wish we had a jet ski sponsor. I would love a wave runner, like a big bodied wave runner.
Hey, look at that. There's a nice Impala. That guy before, he said, if I wasn't divorced or something, if I was still married, I wouldn't own this. Look at that. He's got the Challenger, what's that, Yellow Jacket.
Oh, that is a fucking hot. Man, what is it about cars? I was watching this documentary on Ryan Dunn, and they like when he started getting money, he just started buying cars and like redoing cars. I need a fucking motorcycle.
There's another Harley.
Fucking motorcycle.
Well, get out of LA, dude, because I like doing this podcast with you. I don't want you to die. LA's a scary place to ride one. Oh, look at that.
Oh my God.
I have a kit, but is that a DW? Look at that thing. That's like literally a Neil Peart, except it probably has a double pedal on it. Oh,
look at this guy.
I love a full-size Bronco. This guy's great.
This guy's got everything. He's got the guitar, the Bronco, the bar that's a piano.
That looks like, what is that? Is that a Gibson Les Paul? What is that? That's a 79 Bronco, 78 or 79 Bronco. Oh, that's one of the, what's one of those ones? The
Gibson ES, I think.
The ES, yeah. With the F cuts, hollow body. What else has he got here? Click onto the other stuff that he wanted. Oh, piano bar, and then he's got, what was that? People liking the Fat Boy, huh?
Yeah, dude. Harley just that's a good looking bike. I drove one just like that in it when I was in Macon for the show I did. I just had to drive it into set and then drive it around to filmed it. And man, I punched it one time just to feel and that energy when you fucking gun a bike like that, the torque between just pulling you through space is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I think that's a 335, that Gibson.
All right. What does this guy have? If I was divorced,
he's got a convertible.
What is that?
It's a van. It's a van that he's living in.
People are converting Sprinters into livable vans. They're very unassuming. They park them along the ocean a lot. You see them in Malibu a lot.
That's exactly what you need, Bill. One of those. Put the whole family in. I would never get a trike. I like a trike. A trike is like a lifer motorcycle guy, and then he's just sort of retired and just like, it's cool, man.